I'm an idiot. I feel like this is not the first video I've started this way. But, there's a good reason for that. As you can probably tell by the fact that I'm recording this in bed, I'm not feeling so great, which is why I'm an idiot. So let me kind of explain. The whole point of coming down here, aside from seeing my now wife and getting married and relaxing from work, was to kind of disconnect, to kind of have a month where I just kind of forget that I'm sick and just kind of enjoy life. Unfortunately, since I've gotten here, there was a crap ton of stuff to do to prepare for the wedding and then the wedding itself and then a couple days after that was Christmas, which we spent with my wife's family, which was really nice. But and then a couple days after that, my wife wanted to go to Granada, which is a city about like an hour away from here. Not the Grenada and in wow, I'm completely blanking. Spain, I think. Anyway, whatever. The one in Nicaragua, obviously. And we went there for 2 days. Stayed in a hotel. Went to walk a bit around, take some pictures. A lot of pictures, because turns out my wife loves to take pictures. But anyway, so the point is, since I've gotten here about a week and a half ago, I pretty much haven't stopped. Every single day we've done stuff. Even if it's just like, oh, we need to go out and go grocery shopping, something as simple as that. It's just my body is not what it used to be. I haven't been doing any exercise for the last 6 months. All I've been doing is just sitting, working all day, and then sitting, relaxing at the end of the day. And I didn't realize how little my body can now handle and how important it is for me to, have a regular healthy diet where I eat enough. And the thing is, down here, for some reason, I think it's the heat. Because of the heat, I'm just not hungry. So it's like I need to remind myself and sometimes force myself to eat because otherwise my body doesn't have the energy to function. And one other thing I didn't mention in my videos that, you know, I kind of need to mention now just because it seems to have become a big deal, even though it hasn't been in the past. So I don't know, for the last 7, 8, 10 years, I don't know exactly. I've had this, you know, big, tight lump in my right thigh. And I just always assumed it was back in the days where I was working out pretty heavily and everything. And, I had more muscle, so it didn't show that much. And I just figured, like, oh, like all the stress from working out, I just pulled a muscle. And now it's like tense. So, whatever. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't bother me. There's no like inconvenience to it. So who cares? Like whenever I get a point at some point in the future, like, I'll get a massage or something. Like I'll find a way to get rid of it. But because it was never a big deal, I never really did anything about it. It wasn't until at this point, what is it, like maybe a month ago? I don't know. Anyway, last time that I saw, not last time I saw the doctor like a week and a half ago, but the time before that. There was a massage therapist that worked for the hospital that just came around and was like, hey, you want a free massage? I'm like, yeah. So, because he was a massage therapist and he works in a hospital, I'm like, well, I can ask him, like, what do you think of this muscle and everything? And he examines it and he's like, I'm pretty sure that's not a muscle. I'm like, oh, I kind of always figured it was a muscle. What else could it be? He's like, I don't know. So he calls a nurse over. She looks at it. She's like, I don't know what it is either. So the conclusion they came to is reach out to your family doctor, get him to, prescribe, I don't know, an x-ray. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be to figure out what it is. But because it was a few weeks before I left, I'm like, by the time I managed to schedule an appointment with my family doctor, by the time I get the prescription, by the time I send it to the hospital and get an actual appointment, it'll be too late. I'll have to wait until after I came back. So I'm like, I'll start the process when I come back. And since I've been here, I've been doing all these things, even though it's not that physical. It's like, walking around and shopping and, doing all those things. It's way more physical than what I've been doing for the last 6 months. And because of whatever that thing in my leg is, my right leg tires more quickly. And, you know, it wasn't that big a deal. It's like, okay, sometimes at the end of the day, it hurts a bit. Then I, sleep, I wake up, it's like, all right, everything's fine. But then when we went on our trip or 2 day trip a couple days ago, it started hurting more. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. And then, we came back and it didn't hurt any less. In fact, it hurt more. And then yesterday during the night was like horrible. Because it hurt so much and it was like getting worse, I'm like, all right, let's try to kind of have a, like kind of those massage guns. Let's try to use that. Maybe that's gonna help. Turns out it did not help. It made things way, way worse. And like I barely slept last night. It was like the pain was horrible. And anyway, this morning woke up. I'm just like I'm not a kind of person who usually takes pain meds, just because I'm like, it's not that I don't believe in them. I'm just like, our body was not made to take medication. Our body was made to heal itself. So let's just let the body do what it's going to do. But it's like after a couple of days of pain that gets worse and worse every day, it's like, all right, I have my breaking point. I need to rest. I need to sleep. I need to be able to relax. So I took an ibuprofen that my girlfriend has because her menstrual cramps are really intense. Sorry, wife. Wow, that would not go across. I'm still getting used to it, because for the last year and 3 months she's been my girlfriend, and now she's my wife for the last week. So I'm still getting used to it. But anyway, um, yeah. So she has pretty intense menstrual cramps, so she had that med, and that's the other thing because she's in pain herself. I'm like, I don't want her to have to take care of me because I should be the one taking care of her. But at the same time, it's like I don't really have a choice. I appreciate the fact that she's helping and doing all these things for me and wants to take care of me. I'm really, really grateful for that. It's just that inner, like, fucked up belief of, oh, I need to take care of myself. I can't allow others to take care of me. So, anyway, that got triggered. So, anyway, now lying in bed, uh, there's almost no pain when I don't move. I'm able to walk around without limping too much, so that's good. But I still need to kind of force myself to eat and take care of myself and relax and take a shower because I didn't take a shower yesterday because I was in too much pain. And today I'm like, okay, I need I need a shower, especially since it's New Year's Eve and my family-in-law, I don't know how you say it, is going to be coming over this evening. So I don't want to force myself. Initially, we're supposed to go spend a couple hours at my wife's brother's grandmother's house. But because of my condition, like, we can't do that, so they're just gonna come here directly instead. Um, so yeah, I don't know what all this means, and I mean, plan is still the same. When I get back, I'll contact family doctor, explain the situation, get it examined, figure out what it is, and then figure out what to do with it or how to fix it. It's just it's never been an issue before, that thing in my leg, until now, because I haven't done anything in the last 6 months, and now I'm doing a bunch of stuff, and it's like my body can't handle it, and I need to get used to not being who I used to be physically, not being able to do a lot of things, and it sucks, and I'm very stubborn. So anyway, no, now we're gonna say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to me. Hopefully next year will be better than this one, because this year sucked for a lot of reasons. But anyway, I am very grateful for all the people I have in my life, all the things I've been able to do. And, you never know what the future is going to hold. And in times like this, New Year's, big life changes, stuff like that, it makes you think. And it just makes you grateful for all the things that you do have. So I guess the conclusion to all this is I've been an idiot. I'm going to try to stop being an idiot. And I'm very grateful for everything and everyone that I have in my life. So I guess I'll talk to you next year.